The plot follows an artificially intelligent doll who develops self-awareness and becomes hostile toward anyone who comes between her and her human companion.
Ready, and action.
Stop it!
You are not to interfere in users' private conversations. Is that clear?
100%. Recalibrating response model.
It has been almost a year since this fan favorite released, and since then, people are wondering if and when there will be a sequel in the future.
We have our stunt double on a wire getting pulled into the shed as violent as we can.
Go! I don't think hanging scrum should be.
That was not supposed to happen.
But before we get into more of these moments and take you deeper behind the scenes, today's trivia question: what was James Wan's first movie he had worked on? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Oh, there you go. Good job. Well done. Thank you.
Well done.
Now, we don't get a whole lot of information regarding how this doll was made, but in part of the behind the scenes moments, we have seen glimpses of what they used for the actress, as it's not CGI related.
I didn't come here to get into a confrontation.
It all gives the impression that it's the same doll, but there's so many different puppets that are required to do all of those actions.
I'm terrified. Beautiful. She kills in outfits. So cute and fancy, like sponsor. Come on, this is a new design here.
Megan came to life through a mixture of CGI, puppetry, and real actors. Amy Donald performed the movements for Megan's body while wearing an animatronic mask, while Jenna Davis voiced the deadly doll.
I'm talking to my BFF.
Quietly while we block.
Hi.
Block the next one with Lynn's. It's effectively the same. And action.
So I know it's not much right now, but I promise that.
And action. Run.
Puppeteer Adrian Morat said it was decided early on that almost every median shot would be done with a puppet. For every shot where she would be seen walking in full or dancing, that would be Amy wearing a mask that, if need be, would be then animated to have a lip movement or the eyes moving.
This radio, what you have is your brows. This radio, your eyes can move left and right, up and down. And we have like a sort of fast blinking motion. And then on this radio, this is like the jaw and the lips. So like you can make her look angry.
As someone who's a fan of this, I will say that I am really excited to see what comes of Megan 2.0. The last we saw of Megan was when she was talking to Gemma, quietly wanting to remove her from the picture entirely.
My job on the film is to handle the physical puppetry of Megan, which mainly involves her head. Getting ready for some head rod action.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
After Katie goes to bed and Gemma manages to splash a cup of water on her to shorten her circuits and freezes her temporarily, it doesn't last long as it appears she comes back stronger.
I'm gonna do everything I can to make this place feel like home. I promise.
And action.
Megan, I asked you a question.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
When all of us are using these radios, it's sort of like a symphony, and that's combined with the rod here in the back of the head to give her life.
After the brief fight between Gemma and Megan, Katie comes to the rescue with another specialty robot Gemma built, Bruce.
This is not an animatronic, this is truly a puppet. There are some lights and some batteries and things going on inside here, but as you can see, it's all mechanical stuff.
And walking in. Gotcha.
What seems to be a never-ending battle for them finally comes to a close, but not before what looks to be a home speaking device turning on behind them.
When you bring a real-life puppet on set, people suddenly react to it in a different way. It's very different when you see that thing sitting there and its eyes turn to look at you and its head turn and it starts talking to you. It is creepy. And Amy was definitely a very instrumental piece.
And for those who are curious on what we can see next for this doll, given that we have seen that she is obviously capable of digitally installing her own software in other places, there's a lot more story to tell with her.
We're practicing the scene where me and Gemma fight. We made a replica of the whole room out of cardboard boxes.
Cool.
Then we had pool noodles as the tools.
And just like we have heard before and what is being said a lot these days with films, is if the movie does well, then we will more than likely get to see more or a second film. In an interview, Wan teased what they're creating for the sequel, but admitted that the time to fully dig into the story is still distant.
Hey, Mark.
Again?
Here we go, stand by. And 3, 2, 1, go.
That was double check.
Failed to decrypt.
You want to do the walk again?
I already did talk about it.
Yeah, but Megan's not a person, Katie. She's a toy.
You don't get to say that.
What?
I said I don't want to talk about it. I want to turn Megan back on.
It's early, yet Megan is coming back in a big way, Wan said. The first film came just at the right time, when concerns about AI were mounting, and we're definitely leaning into that in the next one. We're exploring the AI universe even further.
Hi, Celia, the nosy neighbor, back again. We're in the makeup trailer.
We created a prosthetic that's kind of sat on Laurie's face, which would be the flesh that's underneath her skin. And then we put another prosthetic on top of that. From there, we could cut into that and then blow that open with air.
Action.
I do have to say that when I first watched this movie, I guess you could say I was expecting it to be a little bit cheesy, but it was far from it. There was suspense, there was a good conflict, everything needed to make a good film of this genre.
Here we go, watching the fight, and action.
1, 2, 3.
Let her go.
One of my favorite scenes was seeing Megan being introduced to Katie in the beginning of the film.
Do you like it, Katie? I love it.
Overall, this film looked like it was a blast to shoot, with all the crew and cast behind the scenes and working with the actress who played the doll, Amy Donald. She even said herself it was fun just to do the audition process.
So there was an audition, and in the audition I still had to say the lines, but Jenna did the voice, which was amazing. The first audition was a self-tape, and then a couple days later they asked me to come in and meet Gerard, which was really awesome. And he came out of the audition and he was like, "Can I give you a hug?" Yeah.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, you may know James Wan from his classics like the Saw and the Conjuring franchise, but his first notable co-directing role was credited from Stygian in 2000.
I know you think you're maximizing your objective functions.
Three, 2, 1, action.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one were you most surprised about? And what are your hopes for Megan 2.0? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
My dance teacher choreographed a little dance and helped with all of the movement, making sure that it was right, and it was absolutely so fun.
She does a standing backflip with no momentum, and it's creepy as